What's up, everybody? Pump, pump, pump town. Pump it up. Hit that like button. Man, these markets are looking good. Are we going to be expecting a little bit of a retrace? Are we going down to 45? Are we going to break up to 55? Let me know in that poll up above. We also could be hitting sideways price action. Let me know what you're thinking. We got a lot to cover today. We're going to be jumping in here in just a moment. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a phenomenal weekend. Markets are feeling good. So let's go ahead and let's get this chat going. Let's get ready to talk about these charts. I said pump it up when you pump it. Yeah, baby, man, this market's feeling good. Massive green candles on the hourly. Alt bags are pumping. I bought a little bit over the weekend. I'll talk a little bit about that here on the stream, show you what I bought. Just adding to that alt portfolio I got. And man, these markets are feeling good. They're feeling frothy though. So do we need to be watching for a pullback? We got some things we gotta look at. We got 23 people in the room. Every single one of you should have hit the like by now. Again, hope Alexander G, hope you had a wonderful birthday. Hope everybody here had a good weekend. Let me know, everybody in the chat, what was the most fun thing you did this weekend? It might be just staring at a wall and not doing anything. It might be trading, making a good trade. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you spent time with family. Let me know what you guys were up to this weekend. Shout out to Renegade Designers. Morning all, how are you doing? Also see Sawtooth Hiker, Alexandra G, Jason Rohde, how you doing? Objectively, Real Reality, Objectively, best name in the space. Hope everybody's feeling good. We're gonna be getting going here in just a moment, so I want you all to get your charts ready. I want you all to get your pencils ready because we are gonna go to school, break down these charts, show you what I'm looking at so I can stay ahead of the move. Let's go ahead and get it. 2 minutes, let's go. Manon Meadow, what's up? Hello, hello. Gifted 5 memberships, Alexander G. Big love to you. I appreciate you. We're going to have 5 new members in the house. Mitch Shaw, my boy from old school. Mitch Shaw got the membership. We also got Lars. We also got Veteran Crypto. Joseph Martinez. Blah, blah. Welcome to the memberships. Every single one of you, I want you to engage with that poll that's in the live chat. Let me know what you're thinking. Do you think it's going to go up, go down? As silly as it sounds, with all of us doing this, when you participate in those kind of polls, it gives us all an idea of kind of what the market is feeling. It's valuable data for us to see where that sentiment lies because we can maybe adjust our strategy accordingly if everybody's thinking one direction or the next. So let's get it. Let's go. We're getting started here in just a moment. We got 109 people just piling in. If you are ready to get this stream going, drop a 1 in chat. Let's talk about these markets. These markets are pumping. Let's go ahead and skip this time forward because people are pouring in. 22 seconds. Let's go. Everybody hit the like button. Let's talk about this pump. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. As you can see, it is a green day. So special shout out to Green Day Profits if he's in the house, because it looks like this show is brought to you by you, because everybody in the market right now should be happy about this pump because, hey, it always feels good when we're getting these movements to the upside. We're going to talk about it. We're jumping right into it today. Look at this green candle. It's white on this chart. Let me go ahead and throw on the Heikenashis. Look at that. I mean, it's just absolute pumpage to the max. Is this something that we need to be concerned about so we don't get caught in a trap? Is there further upside? Is it going to break down? Is it going to go sideways? Let me know. It's in the poll there in the live chat. Every single one of you engage with that. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're feeling. Let everybody know what you're thinking, because this could be a metric we can utilize also. If everybody's super frothy, we need to be a little bit concerned about what the narrative is going to be in the market, because the market tends to move towards hurting the most people. And the reality of that is hurting the most people, which means the people that don't have strategy. And every single one of you has a strategy here, because you've been watching for days and months, over a year now. A lot of you, love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This feels so good. But let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit and just see what this means in the chart. If we turn off everything, just look at the price action. I mean, look at this downside and look at this upside. People still want to argue whether or not we're in a bull market. I ask you, sir or ma'am, are you blind? Because this is clearly a bull market where we have higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low. Kind of tested the same region here. Chopped some people out. Max Payne, what? Sideways. Higher high, higher low. And now we just broke to what? Another higher high here. The question is going to be, where is the follow through? What's happening over the next coming weeks? Because we are pushing into that very particular time zone that's coming in when the halving is going to be for Bitcoin. So we got to make sure that we stay on the right side of the trades. As I've been showing you, I have been stacking into an altcoin portfolio, and of course, I have my long-term hold Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I did a specific altcoin portfolio specifically to try to capture safety, yes, but actually more risk exposure. And so in that portfolio I've been stacking into, we've got, I added to SEI and I believe Near Protocol. Yeah, these two over the weekend. I actually shared it here in the BitLab Academy Discord right here. I just added 500 SEI and 500 to Near. I showed you exactly the price point I bought at as well. And I talked a little bit about this portfolio that I did put together, sharing you exactly what I'm doing and exactly not only the composition, showing you it's weighted in the larger caps and then a lot of exposure to some of those smaller caps, but then also why. Talking about where we're at coming into this halving, talking about where we're at in terms of the altcoin market cap, and talking about this potential, this area right here. Not everybody, I wanted to share this because not everybody has the skills or the awareness or the knowledge or the education or strategy to take advantage of this down here. Maybe it's like, I don't know. Well, it's okay. You can play conservatively in this market and still get explosive gains, especially when we consider, look, breaking past this low accumulation zone in the bear market down here, breaking past this is the area. It's like, hey, here's your conservative entry that you can still be exposed to very strong gains in the coming alt season that is going to come. That's why I set this portfolio up, and that's why I'm sharing it with you in that BitLab Academy Premium Discord. So if you're not in there, get in there, and I'll share this again in a little bit, because remember, we have an incredible deal going on right now that is expiring this week. It is pinned in the top of the live chat. Look at the very top of the live chat, and the website is lab.bitlabacademy.com/Josh. This is a deal that we put together for Josh when he was coming on the team and to share out to his community. But I got to share it with you guys because I love you too. But there's a 30-day free trial for the BitLab Discord, and you get access to all the stuff we have in here in the premium area with Joshua Jake's calls, my alpha charts, TA Tim's charts, and we have the VA charts requests, scalps, gym calls. We have so much in here. So get involved, and you can utilize that link, lab.bitlabacademy.com/Josh. Sign up there, and then as soon as you sign up for that, the best deal you could ever get, there's an upgrade option. You can get the BitLab Academy indicators with the whole BitLab trading stack, as well as all the courses that we have at BitLab Academy, which can really, really help you understand what's going on. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's time to break down these charts. These are all those courses in the Academy. You get all that, and you get locked in at that lower price for life. So use that link while we got it. We got to talk about what's going on in the market, though. Let me go ahead and go through some of these coins I have in that market cap. In that altcoin portfolio. The green line, boom, this is where I bought. And remember, I did not buy based on TA where I'm looking at each specific thing. I wanted to simplify this as much as possible, like a beginner, a conservative person would do if they weren't really sure what the hell is going on. Looking specifically at this chart right here, thinking, man, maybe I want to start getting some exposure. And I have some coins picked out that I want to get broad diversification within the space. That's essentially what I did. And just look at this. Looking at that, knowing where we were in the market, and we very well may have price action reverse and go below this. But as it stands right now, look at this green line. Ethereum, look at the green line. Link, let's go ahead and zoom in on this a little bit. I mean, every single one of these. Avalanche, boom. ADA, look at that, boom. Near, boom. SEI, boom. And this is one I just added to, and I added to roughly right in this zone right here. And we also see Render. Render is kind of still sticking at the same price. Fine. All these coins are going to run at their own paces, where one's going to outrun the other and then the other one. But I'm not jumping back and forth between these. I'm holding these coins through 2024 into 2025. Now we see the graph also. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Boom, pushing up. Ribbon Finance, a DeFi play. Much smaller market cap than many of the other coins I have on here. So I have a smaller allocation, but I am exposed to something that potentially could have a lot of movement to the upside. And this is kind of sticking similarly around the same area, but still up from where we bought it. HBAR, boom. I mean, Quant is below the price I bought it at, but I'm okay with that. In fact, if this goes down further, my next allocation will go directly to Quant, taking advantage of the fact that it hasn't moved as well as the others. Decentralized Social, boom, pushing up and kind of hovering in this area. And then, of course, TIA, which has also moved up and sitting in this zone. But looking at Bitcoin, let's go back to the regular candles. And I want to bring this down to the 4-hour. Actually, no, let's go down to the smaller time frame and ask ourselves, what's going to happen next? What you should be asking yourself right now, not only is what's going to happen next, but do I have a strategy in place? Am I feeling the need to make a move because my emotions are triggered? Or do I have something that I've been waiting for to happen, forecasting from the data signals I'm looking at? Therefore, I can enact a plan and engage that in the chart rather than being engaged by the chart. Does that make sense? We want to find something that is setting up and then act on it, not act on something in the chart because it's happening. That's what gets you wrecked. So when we're looking at this, let's go ahead and turn on the lines. Turn on the lines. And I'd shared this in the BitLab Discord this morning. Where was it? Members chat? No, it was VIP charts. Yeah. I was talking about this right here. This is where we were. Look at that price action coming back where? Into the dynamic support zone, trend signal line green. We have the stochastics coming down, and I wrote this up here in this description here as well. Stochastics coming down, potentially setting up for a move. I said that this morning before that big pump happened. And not only that, we see the RSI, this purple line coming down. This is on the BitLab Trend Fuel, part of the BitLab trading stack. Coming down where? Right about to that 50% mark. And then what happened next? Looking at this, that was on the 4-hour time frame. So let's look at this. This is exactly where it was. Right here is when I drew that, when I had that chart that was released on this candle right here. And we see RSI came down, bounced on the 50 line, which means staying bullish. Not only did it stay bullish, but we had a very explosive move to the upside. In addition to that, we see the price action basically found support on this trend signal line and broke through the weekly VWAP, this yellow line right where this is pointing. This is very bullish. And then not only that, it broke through the top side of this dynamic support zone, which was a 48.6, 48.7. And we can see the price action just once it cleared that, it moved very quickly. Now, why is that? Remember, when we're talking about movement in the charts, we have to understand the bigger picture. We have to understand the forces at play. And when we understand the forces at play, we know that, let's go ahead over to this free website, coinglass.com, and we can see that there's a lot of forced liquidations, meaning forced buys. So the question is going to be right now that we know that there is some forced purchasing in this market, meaning people had shorts, they were betting short because we're coming up in this highly contested zone, this $48,000 region. Once the price action moves to a certain point, people have to essentially start buying so they don't get liquidated, or they actually get liquidated, meaning there's buys that happen in the market, and we get this fast move to the upside. Now, this is a 4-hour chart. I want to go down to the 15-minute chart and just look at this. This is that price action. See this small movement here, kind of slows down, and then very quick movement. And then once we kind of break this zone right here, this 48.7, which is also this previous range high, we break through this line as well. And just look at this, very quick movement up. So the question's going to be, where is the buying coming from? I know sometimes let me just say this real quick. Sometimes we just see price go up and it feels good, but we have to ask why. What is the fuel for it? Is there honest spot buying in the market? Meaning people coming in saying, I want to buy, or is there people that are bears on the other side of this that were betting short and the bulls pushed it to a point that those forced liquidations happen that force buying into the chart? This is where that Bart Simpson pattern comes from, where you get a very quick move to the upside, chopped sideways, and then very quick move right back to the downside because there is an inefficiency in the market. So when we see very quick movement up like this, we want to pay attention to what happens here. Now, I'm not saying it has to break down, but as it stands right now, it looks like we got a bit of a bull flag. This would be excellent. But our question is, where did this buying come from? The next few hours, especially over the next 3 days, is going to be very telling. We did get a bearish signal here, some stopping volume, and a little bit of, if we can hold this 20 moving average right here and push up, wonderful. If we lose this, then I would like to see a test back down here at the 48.8, 48.7 zone. Now, when we're talking about this, things feel good, but let's not get caught. The market's pushing up. It feels so good. Let's not get caught in the emotional trap of the euphoric feeling. Don't get trapped in the green candle, only wanting to jump in more or catch that green candle before it continues. That's when you buy and you see it reverse and you feel like every time you buy it reverse, because you're allowing yourself to be triggered by your emotions. Be triggered by the data in the chart, which takes courage, but when you understand the data, it will give you a forewarning about what's coming. Now, when we look at this chart, we come back over here to the 1 hour time frame. Look at this on the 1 hour time frame. Oh, come on, we got it. Come on, all the signals. Now, when you look at this on the 1 hour time frame on the BitLab trading stack, this gave you a little bit of a pause signal here, the shift, trend shift, and it went sideways. A little bit of a pullback, and we got the reversal signal right here on the BitLab trading stack, only to push to the upside. Now, here again, we have a bearish signal and stopping volume, so let's be a little hesitant. And this was also signaled on the larger time frame. Look at this. On the 3-day time frame, all the way back here, we had this trend reversal signal. And what happened? Price action pushes up. In addition to that, we see the positive money flow. We see the stochastics angle to the upside. We see all the data signals suggesting that strength was there. And then when you see that also matriculate into the smaller time frames and the bigger time frames, that's where you can find your signal. It's all about having truth and conviction on your side. And the truth is the knowledge and the true understanding. And we all need to be honest with ourselves right now. Do we know it all? No, we don't. Do we need to test our theory on every moment when we're about to make a trade? Yes. If you cannot disprove what the data signals are suggesting, then maybe it's a good trade. But if you're looking for a trade to happen and you're not looking for contrarian data, then you're setting yourself up for failure. But as it stands right now, coming back to the chart, this feels excellent. Let's get back down to the 1 hour. If this breaks down, what do we look to? Well, first off, let's do a Fibonacci. Option F, click on the chart. If you're on PC, it's Alt F, and then you click on the chart, and then you click on the chart again right there. Now, interestingly, look at that. This is that number I was talking about before, and I had not done a fib yet. This is the golden pocket right here is perfectly in line with where this trend signal line is, as well as the 20 moving average, as well as this previous range high. So there are 3 signals at minimum at this level that suggest if we want to remain very, very bullish in the short term, I'm speaking of, let's say, over the next 2 days, then we want to see if we do get a pullback, which very likely can happen. We want to make sure that the price action, if it does come back, finds a little bit of support here. Otherwise, we very well could be testing not only to here, but then testing down into this 47 range. So as you can see, yes, price action is bullish, but what am I doing? I'm looking at the formation, I'm looking at a level that it could come down to, and then I say, okay, if it loses this level, and I'm not saying it's going to, if it loses this level, what do we look to next? Well, of course, this previous range chop zone right here, this reversal, which is 47.8, and if we lose that, another $800 down, which is right here in this order block range on the BitLab trading stack. See that green bar? Just automatically populates on your chart. And this is also, sorry, right here, boom. That's too far down. This one right here is what I was talking about. It's too zoomed out. So we can see this green block right there. And this is right at this $46,900, $47,000 region. And what do we also have there? A confluence, which means another signal or another data point on the chart. And that is, let's turn off all this stuff. That is this blue line that we keep talking about. Why do we keep talking about? Because it's still important, still in a region that we need to be paying attention to. Above it, very bullish. Below it, it's still bullish here, but this acted a lot as a barrier. And we see, look, we sliced right through it. So if we're trying to figure out what levels we want to watch if this comes down, well, look, that blue line comes right in the same level that we were just talking about with the order block region right here. We have this range low box that comes across, and we have this blue ascending trend line that's coming up through here. Now, if we lose this, I think it's very highly likely that we're going to come down to 45,000. Now, I want you all to realize, when I'm talking about potential downside price action right now, it's not bearish. In a very small time frame, maybe you feel like it's bearish, but any downside price action we get right now offers an opportunity for you to capitalize more on adding to your position or lowering your average entry if you happen to just buy this pump up to $49,000, $50,000. So any downside price action we get right now is actually building the case for the bulls when we see where these bulls come in and defend the price action, not letting it go down lower. So if we break down to $45,000, that's not, oh my God, it's over. It's hallelujah, I get another opportunity to stack under $50,000. In several months, especially several years, we are going to be laughing at this small bit of volatility that we've had around the $30,000 to $50,000 region, because people are going to be asking you, you bought under 50,000? So I'm welcoming any drop from here. Ultimately, over the next 3 months, I think it's going to be much above $50,000. So let's applaud any price action to the downside, because it's another opportunity to add more substance to your portfolio, giving you further exponential gains in the future. Man, if you guys are not bullish, I don't know. Have you hit the like button? Have you looked below this video? Does it say subscribed? If not, what are you doing? Join us in the family. And I want to see all the members drop your emojis right now. If you're bullish, drop whatever favorite bullish emoji you got. Let's see how you're feeling. I want to welcome anybody. If you are new here, welcome. I can guarantee this is not going to be your last time here. My name is Kelly Kellum. Welcome to the BitLab Academy. Let's go further into these charts. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's kind of pull out here. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum getting a very strong push to the upside, stopping volume. Look at this. Liquidity kind of swept to the upside, comes back down. Bulls eat this back up, and now it's trying to make a move further to the upside. What does it look like? Does it look like it's going to break through? Maybe so. We just had a huge push on Bitcoin. It got rejected at 50. This is one of those opportunities that you might see capital rotation in the market. Meaning, we just knocked on the door of something everybody was hoping we'd get through. It didn't. It got right to the dollar, $49,999 on some exchanges, $50,000 rejected. And remember, if we zoom back out, I just want to remind you all of this. If we zoom back out, zooming out here, this zone, go ahead. There we go. This zone right here, option F from the top there. Oh, doesn't matter. Boom, to the bottom. I just want to remind you, look at where we just entered. We fully didn't just tap. Look at this. Rejected right on this golden pocket, 0.618. Rejected right on it. This time we are right in the middle of it. But interestingly, not only are we in the middle of it, look at where the top of this candle is. Right against this red band right here. What is this red band? Printed here by the BitLab trading stack. Order block right here. A lot of liquidity selling immediately entered the order books, large volume right in here, which tells us this is a little bit of a barrier to entry, meaning a barrier to entry into higher price action. It doesn't mean it can't happen, but it's interesting that not only do we have this golden pocket, right? Let's go ahead and delete this. Oops. Delete this guy. Yeah, here. There we go. So we have the golden pocket right here, but we also have that order block, and it's interesting. We're sitting right on it. So because of that, when we're asking what's going to happen in this market, come back over to this chart right here. Let me go to totals. Looking at what's going on here, I mean, look, Bitcoin dominance is right at a key level. Why do we care about this if we just want to trade some coins? Because you got to understand the context so you can forecast what might be coming. And the fact that Bitcoin dominance is right here on this key descending trend line, right in here. And we see this as rejected, and we're flirting with it. Yes, this is broken through, but remember, all lines that are drawn by man, AKA me, I drew a line on here. It's a regional idea. It doesn't mean it has to bounce or reject directly on it. We're regionally in this area of this trend line, and there's a possibility here, especially the fact that Bitcoin just rejected and has not pushed through $50,000 yet. There's a little bit of uncertainty around bigger players, as well as some retail players saying, oh, if this is going to reject again, okay, let's take some profits out of Bitcoin and rotate them into Ethereum and TIA and AVAX and Cardano and Caspa and Quant and XRP and all these different, something in my eye, damn it. All these different things in the market. So we see this on Ethereum. We do get this push to the upside, a little bit of that sell-off. Now this is pushing up. Let's go to the 1 hour. So we see this formation right here on Ethereum, and we see on Bitcoin. See, now Ethereum's starting to get a little bit of that capital flow into it. When something's really pumping, it captures a lot of attention. The money starts flowing into it. And remember, don't be the person that's flowing into money, don't be the source of the money that's flowing into an asset as it's pumping. You're not doing yourself a service. Be the person that buys here, not here. Buy on strategy. So this is what we're seeing now on Ethereum. Now Ethereum is pushing up. Ooh, we're getting a shift signal flashing on the 1 hour. Interestingly, okay, we've got, okay, look at this. We have the highs here on the stochastics and the RSI. And currently over here, it's about the same level. So we don't have any bearish divergence forming there yet. But this is pushing up, and this is starting to get that little move to the upside. Let's go to the 15. Yeah, it's volume is dropping off a bit here though. So let's pay attention to that. Trying to push up. This is starting to signal a little bit trappy if this continues, because the volume is not agreeing with it. You see this volume declining? We see this momentum wave is rolling over a little bit, but I would hesitate on doing anything because of that, because this did push down and it did bounce right here on this trend signal line. Now, what does it look like on Avalanche? Similarly, but look at this. We have not yet broken past this previous high here at 41.20. So we want to pay attention to what happens here. If this rejects, because we did push up, see, here's a low, push up. We got a basically low. We want to make sure right here we don't break back down and take out this low, because if we're a bull, if we want to take advantage of the price action, better, lower price action, then we do want that to happen. So some of the things I say, it's all going to depend on what your strategy is, what you're trying to do. But we have to pay attention here on Avalanche. Okay, we did get this move up. We're getting a similar thing that we saw on Ethereum, but we did get a bearish signal here. Let's make sure this isn't a trap to the upside, because remember, we have not taken this out. And what do we get? M formation and then downtrend. Is this going to be the bottom of this downtrend with this W formation and push up? The question is going to be if we push up from here or not. Option F, from the top to the bottom. And look at that. Look at where the price is, right in the golden pocket. If we cannot take this out, then we may be coming down, minimum testing back here, 39.49, and if not, continuing a further breakdown. Now, I'm not going to rule anything out for the day, because Bitcoin, this sell-off could have just been a little bit of a, okay, rise, retrace, continuation. The question's going to be, what direction are things going to go? Because when we look at the buying power of everything in the market right now, what are we seeing? We're seeing a huge influx of inflows to the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And if we go through some of these charts that by the way, make sure you're following BitLab Academy at Academy BitLab. Give that love, hit that retweet, hit that like button. Sometimes we give away things to those who like random drawings for people that retweet these and share the love. Make sure you're following me as well here at, where is it? At Kelly Kellam, Kelly Kellam. I don't know what you're doing if you're not following me. Make sure you're following the correct account. That's why I point this out. There's a lot of scam accounts out there. But look at this. Wall Street ETFs are buying 12.5 times more Bitcoin per day than the network can produce. What do you mean produce? Mining. 12.5x buying power. Look at these inflows scaling up. Inflows are accelerating. This is what we see right here. This is the outflows. This is the inflows. Even if this isn't directly affecting the demand side of the exchange, retail trading, because they're still buying OTC and they're still buying a good amount from the outflows from Grayscale. It still is a data point that signals to people that are meaningfully engaging with this market and looking at data. This is telling market managers. This is telling money managers. This is telling smart money. This is telling people that are in this market that are looking at data, not the price. They're saying, man, there's a lot of demand for this thing. Maybe it's undervalued. I'm going to buy. So there's a lot more than just, is this affecting the demand side of the exchange? This is huge. I mean, this is so bullish. Now, Bitcoin, look at this. 15 3-day. Every one of these lines is a 3-day MACD crosses up since 2019. All 15 have led to higher prices after. Look at this right here. Boom. Cross green. This is where it crossed green before. Boom. Cross green before. Boom. Cross green before. Boom. I mean, look at it. So where we're at right now, it's wonderful, especially considering 2022 was frustrating. For those that were here, we know it. But this is feeling good. It looks like we're right on pace. We also can see right here, this is, whether we get something like this is the last double top we had, right? 2021 into 2022 sell off. But look at this sort of ascending triangle, flat level of resistance right at the 618 fib, right at the 618 fib, right at the 618 fib, test up, back down, and then finally, boom. What do we got right here? Test up, a little bit down. We could even come down further. We could come down. Now, what would this line be? This line, if you've been looking at the charts, watching what we've been doing for, any amount of time at all, because I show this chart on a daily basis, we zoom out, that is this red line down here. Support, 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 support. We never tested back down there. Now, of course, we're very bullish right now with everything on the charts. It doesn't rule out the fact that we can still get a large sell-off back down into the zone. This would be ultimate buying. I think it's less and less likely. I put like a 15 to 20% chance we get down to here. But when we look at where we're at on that chart that we just looked at, where did it go? Right here. It very well could happen. We didn't get down and touch that there. We did here, but this was a black swan. This was a global economic shutdown. Where we're at right now, we may not, because there's more underlying bullishness, because there's more capital flow avenues for money into the space. I think we're at or approaching a huge tipping point in this market. So I'm not going to rule out not getting a 40% dip before the halving. I think if we dip down to 36 to 38, that would even be surprising, but where we're at right now, this is what we're most concerned with right now, not the daily volatility, this possibility, or even a larger possibility like we saw back here in 2016 into 2017. So are you prepared? We see right here on the net position change, we had some negative flow here. Sorry, we have positive flow here, meaning coins coming onto exchange, this green wave, and what we get, bit of a sell-off. But then immediately flip back to negative flow, and we're getting this push to the upside. Now, of course, if we updated this, and this won't update till tomorrow, this is past this level that we have right here, and it's going to be interesting to see what the metrics are on this. Now, if we look at the realized profit, is it this? No. Where is realized? That's not what I'm looking for. Where is the thing? I'm looking for, here we go. Percent supply and profit. We're up here. Look at this in the 86. It's above this now. If we updated this, it's in the 90, over 90%. And we've seen when we get in this region, we have had pretty large pullbacks, pretty large pullback right here. Very large pullback, very low right here. We got up in the zone, pullback. So I'm not saying as bullish as I am that I think it's just going to run away. We still have some concerns we need to meet, especially because there's so many people in profit. There's some opportunity for some liquidity washouts to the downside. So let's just be aware of that. And when we look at what's going on right now, look at this. We're back up 49.9. We're pushing back up into the zone. Let's look at it. Let's get back to the Bitcoin price. Why is this lower on here? I guess on the high block it's higher. Must be looking at some derivative sites. This is not what I want. Yeah, it is. Is this not updated or something? Ooh, I mean, it's floating around with a lot of movement in the price action right now on these exchanges. So yeah, let's. Ooh, I'm just as bullish as I can be. Yeah, we did flirt up. Oh, we did break 50,000 on Bitstamp 3 minutes ago. We broke 50,000. God dang, every single one of you, 165 people in the room, every one of you hit that like button right now. If you're feeling good, join us in here. I appreciate y'all. By the way, I wanted to shout out, I will be going on the Investing Bros stream at 3 p.m. today. Where the hell is it? Here it is. The Investing Bros stream at 3 p.m. today, talking with Taylor Shroom, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you head over here and watch, show some love, bring the BitLab lab coats and all that kind of stuff. And again, I do want to just shout out again, if you haven't yet, make sure you go to the link that is in the pinned comment at the very top of the live chat. Let me see if I don't have it there anymore. Very top of the live chat. It's lab.bitlabacademy.com/Josh. Let me go ahead and I'm going to post this right there in the thing. Take advantage of this. You get free access to the BitLab Premium Discord for 30 days. But the better part of this is right when you sign up for that, it's free. You can cancel anytime. And then after 30 days, it'll be billed at the lowest rate we've ever charged for it. It's $25 a month. But then right when you sign up for it, there's an upgrade video if you want the BitLab indicators and the courses. I think it's $57 rather than all of that together being over 100 something. The best deal you can ever get, and it is expiring this week. So take advantage of that. Lab.bitlabacademy.com, and there's a video on here with Josh talking about some stuff. And then once you join there, you'll see a video of him and I talking on the upgrade deal. You get access to all the courses. You get access to everything going on in the Discord as well as the incredible indicators that are really calling some great signals here in the charts with the BitLab intelligence, which is all this, all this stuff here. We have the trend fuel down here. And then of course the BitLab volume, which gives you the volume profiles as well as order blocks. So take advantage of that deal while it lasts. Lab.bitlabacademy.com/Josh. And again, guys, if you have not thought about or started your taxes yet, head over to decrypted.tax/hit. Take advantage of this while this is still available. Take advantage of getting ahead of the things you got to take advantage of. Now, again, Bitcoin is feeling good. Man, it's 49,991. Let's stay on here just a little bit longer. Let's see if we can break with authority above $50,000. Let's see what you guys said on the poll over here on the right. Let's go ahead. Boom, boom. Man, okay, we got 50% of you say 55,000. 26 say we're going to go ahead down to 45 and not hit 55. And 24%, pretty even split there. 24% say you think we're going to go sideways. Remember, sideways can be a silent killer because it's going to chop people out. If the price action does this over the next couple weeks, this is going to eat people's capital for breakfast. 50,000, yeah. Look at this. Oh man, we just above it. I'm feeling good. Let me see. Let me go to my membership thing. Let me see if I can add the emoji yet. Let me see if I can add the emoji. Let's actually delete all that because it is ugly. Let me see if I can add the emoji yet for all the members that are here. It always changes it on me based on when people's memberships expire and such. Customize emoji. Can't. Damn. Can't do it yet, but big love to everybody that's here. What is your born on date? Everybody that's watching right now, let's see what your born on date was, what month, what year, and what coin. No coin was the wrong coin. Any coin, whether it was SHIB or Doge, or it doesn't matter, Floki or Bitcoin or Ethereum, if you got into the space through any avenue, we're happy to have you in crypto. Let's make sure that we manage our portfolios in a smart way and we take allocations to coins that we believe in, that we do diligence on, and that we make sure that we have our strategy in place. Over $50,000 again. This feels good. Guys, let's see. The last time we were above this at this level was all the way back here around, all the way here. No? Here. Around Christmas 2021. Isn't that crazy? The last time we were at this price region was Christmas 2021. And look at where we're pushing on the 3-day chart, right into this order block. Let's be a little cautious, but let's be excited. We're above $50,000. It feels good. With that being said, every single one of you, I love you. I appreciate you. I want to see you guys in the Discord sharing what you're doing. I'm going to be in there this afternoon a bit, and head over to the Investing Bros stream at 3 p.m. I love you all. I appreciate you all. We see Fade and TradFi, Bitcoin, March 2021. Alexander G, January. It was Cardano. We got ETH, Sawtooth Hiker. Forgets when, but it doesn't matter. Hey, we're in it, right? We got, thank you. Man, I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding the bell, and I will see you in another episode of Bitcoin making its way to the moon. That's all I got. Adios, muchachos. Adios, muchachos. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hitting 50K again. Adios, muchachos. We're going to the moon. Pack up your bags and ride and be my friend. Let's get it. Hit that like button.